Okay, so let's look at example number 4. So I've got over here, oosh, we've got to work on the handwriting. It's m squared plus 8m plus 7. M squared plus 8m plus 7. Okay, let's try that plus 7 again. Plus 7. Again, read this mathematically. It says that we're looking for factors of 7 that you must add to give you 8. Factors of 7 you add to give you 8. Factors of 7 you add to give you 8. Well, 7 is a prime number, so it's only 1 and 7 that I can multiply. And that will give me 7, and when I add them I actually get 8. So I've got my set of factors over here, and as long as I see the coefficient of the leading quadratic term is 1, then I can just make this m, and I can just make this m, because when I multiply them I get m squared, and then I'm going to put in the brackets, I'm going to say, well, okay, my factors are 7 and the other factor is 1. This thing over here tells me the signs must be the same. And by the same I mean either both brackets need to have negatives or both brackets need to have positives. And so I look to the middle term for guidance and say, oh, middle term, what do you have? I've been told that both signs need to be the same, and then I say, oh, okay, you positive, so both needs to be positive. Right. And there we go. So that's that. Let's try one more example and then you can do an exercise. Right, so I'm going to say a squared, and I think at this point in time you can try this one on your own. It's a squared plus 11a plus 18. Okay, well, factors of 18, in other words, what times what will give me 18, but when I add them I must get 11. I must add whenever this last term is positive. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say the factors of 18 are 1 and 18. It is 2 and 9. When I add these I get 19. When I add these I get 11. It's 3 and 6. When I add this I get 9. So clearly you can see that the factors we need to use is 2 and 9. So let's go, let's do that, and we say, okay, open bracket. Let's put in a 2, let's put in a 9, let's put in an a and an a. I can just put a and a because this is just a squared. And middle term tells me, last term tells me both need to be the same signs, middle term tells me both needs to be positive. Okay, and there we go, that's factorized. Do you want one more? I think you can try it, and then you press pause, and then you can do the answer afterwards. So this one is q squared, right, plus 8q plus 12. Okay, so give it a moment and then you do it. My apologies for that. So I trust that you've actually tried it on your own and you've seen what answers you get. So let's give it a go. Okay, so let's factorize this. Remember, when the coefficient of the leading quadratic term or the leading term of degree 2 is just 1, in front there's invisible 1 over there, I can just simply insert their q and their q, and then I'm going to say factors of 12 that I add to give me 8. Let's do that. And that's not this block over here, so I'm just going to clear that for a moment. Let me see if I can clear that. And make that white and just draw over that there. And let's see what we come up with. Okay, factors of 12. The factors of 12 are 1 and 12. When I add those factors over there, I get 13. The other factors of 12 are going to be 2 and 6. When I add that, I get 8. And then 3 and 4 is another factor of 12, but when I add it, I get 7. So we can already see that the factors we want over here is going to be 2 and 6. So I'm going to put the 2 there, I'm going to put the 6 there. This one tells me that both signs in the brackets must be either negative or both must be positive, and I look to the middle term for the guidance, and I say that that is positive. Ooh, mama, let's just fix that a little bit more. And there's a plus and there's a plus. Okay, so that is factorized, and I think that's sufficient examples for you to get on with a paper-based activity.